Hi friends, welcome back to another episode from my dream trip to Japan. Today we are going to Miyajima. Miyajima is a small island less than an hour outside of Hiroshima by ferry. The island is most famous for its giant torii gate, which at high tide seems to float on water. While officially named Itsukushima, the island is more commonly referred to as Miyajima, which means Shrine Island. The island is quite a popular tourist destination. During the day, the streets are filled with tourists and food vendors. In the evening, most tourists that visited for the day have gone, and the island becomes a lot more quiet and peaceful, giving off the vibe of a mystic ghost island like we see in the movies. There are also wild deer on the island that have become accustomed to people, but unlike in Nara, the deer in Miyajima should not be fed. The island is famous for the Itsukushima Shrine, which, like the famous Torii Gate, this shrine's main building are built over water. However, in terms of temples, I was much more blown away by the Daisho Temple up on the mountain. This compound of different buildings make up the Daisho-in Temple. This was possibly one of my favorite sights of the whole trip. Walking through all of the different buildings and locations hidden among the lush vegetation was such a peaceful experience. Alright, now let's talk food. The island is well known for its oyster production. Oyster farming originally developed on Hiroshima's shores just across the bay and has been thriving in Miyajima for more than 3 centuries. The oyster farms that make up the area are famous for producing the most refined oysters in Japan. Not only that, but these oysters are also quite large, which can be a weird experience if you've never had such large oysters. In the 24 hours we stayed here, the goal was to try oysters in as many different formats as possible. We started off with fried oysters, baby.
Deep fried.
Deep fried. Okay. Let's eat. For our second stop, we had to try the famous okonomiyaki. There are 2 styles of making this dish. One is native to Osaka, and the other is native to Hiroshima. Here we got to try the traditional Hiroshima style with some local oysters on top. Okonomiyaki is basically a pancake made with noodles, eggs, a lot of cabbage, and many other toppings. The major difference between the two styles is that the Osaka one is all mixed together in a batter, and the Hiroshima one is kind of deconstructed. Watching how they make it right in front of you is a major part of the experience. Okay, third and final stop was some grilled oysters with miso butter. And I think we reached our oyster limit for the day. Vamos a dar una vueltecita. Oh my god, mira por adentro. This is a big oyster.
Sí.
After a full day out and about, we went back to our hotel to relax. I did a full video on all of the different hotels, the prices, and the breakdowns from our trip, so check it out for more details on that. The greatest thing about the hotel was their onsen. This was by far my favorite onsen of the whole trip. There's something about sitting in boiling hot water while you overlook the ocean that is unbeatable. After a hot shower, we headed back out to experience the quiet streets of the island and to see the shrine completely underwater. There is definitely something special about this island that makes me feel nostalgic just talking about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more Japan and travel content, and see you on the next stop.